Does this ring a bell? Drop, 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 drop.
Jeudy. Jeudy. If you don't shut your up, are you kidding me? I watched that game yesterday and I saw Jeudy go off and call himself chastising and going off on Shedeur on the sidelines, and I thought, okay. Oh, you know who you remind me of? You know who you remind me of, Jeudy? Because I remember when you didn't get traded this time around with the cutoff, you were just so happy. You were like, I'm just so glad. I'm just so glad I'm still here in Cleveland. This is where I want to be. I'm just so happy. You know who you remind me of? This right here. This right here. But you who you're not running your routes full speed. Okay, you're out there trying to do the Harlem Shake and playing hopscotch and fumbling the ball. You are leading the NFL in drops, and you are over there in Shedeur's face like you are some first tier, top tier wide receiver when you really are third tier wide receiver. The audacity of you to do that. And I'm sorry, but I got a lot of feelings about what you're doing and why you're doing it. Jealousy, want a little bit of that spotlight, a little bit of that sunshine. You see over there following Shedeur, you want a little bit of that on you. You got a little ego. I mean, probably all professional athletes do to some extent. But you know how you going about it though, bro. Oh, I'm so happy to be with Cleveland when you didn't get traded. Stefanski kissing but much. Because you're looking like an op. Even before what happened yesterday during the 49ers game, you were looking like an op. Especially when you did the hopscotch and fumbled that ball. You are looking like an op. Very much so. All the other passes that were thrown over your head when Dylan Gabriel was out there throwing the ball to the ants. Throwing the ball to the ants. Simple screen pass, he's throwing it all the way over your head into the stands. You had nothing to say. One pass went over your head, not to mention the winds were like, 30, 40, 50 miles per hour yesterday. And quite frankly, I don't know how much that had to do with you not catching that ball because your ass was jogging. You weren't really giving that run all you could. You didn't stretch. You weren't trying to get that ball. So what's going on with you, Jeudy? I think you need to be investigated. I definitely think you're an op and you got some challenges going on. You had some of these challenges before you even came to the Cleveland Browns, and that's why Denver traded you and regretted taking you as a first-round pick. We'll get to that later. One thing about playing sports, there's footage, But you are just doing some things that is to the eye test. Somebody needs to be investigating you right about now. Because it's just too blatant what you're doing. Okay? But I'm glad I'm not alone. So, I went to social media because I said, I know that we are upset about what happened. I just got to go see what my people saying about all of this. So I went to TikTok, pulled some things together. I'm going to share in this video. And then, while I was doing that, because, honey, I am a proud Shedeurian and proud auntie over here when it comes to Shedeur Sanders. And let me just tell you what that means for me. I support him and I want him to win because he got screwed in the draft. He did. He is nobody's fifth round pick. He was a first round talent that got dropped to the fifth round because he got screwed by the old boys club and they don't like that bravado and everything else they think comes with the Sanders family. The scouting reports are there. They're published. Everybody knew how Shedeur Sanders was rated for this draft. Excuse me. He was nobody's fifth round pick. Even if Shedeur Sanders struggles, he's still isn't a fifth round pick. You tell me the quarterbacks taken in the first round this year, past year, year before, who didn't struggle as a rookie. So when they say, "Oh, come on, y'all, get over it," what do you expect? He's a fifth round pick. Ugh, don't try that. Don't try to be slick with it. Shedeur Sanders is nobody's fifth round pick. They chose him in the fifth round, but he was a first round talent and still is a first round talent. Okay. Dylan Gabriel, at best, is a coach. Is a coach. And now his girlfriend is out here saying stuff. I'm gonna get to that later. That might be another video because, or I'm sorry, his fiance got stuff to say. Now, honey, we welcome you to this party. Now, you want to play this game. Now, you know it's a lot of us aunties out here will be more than happy to accommodate whatever you might want to say. But that might be another video. So let's jump into some of what's out here on social media right now in response to what the Drop King did yesterday on the sidelines with Shedeur Sanders. So we're gonna take a look.
Jeudy, Jeudy, you should be teaching Shedeur. Completely unacceptable by Jeudy. Completely unacceptable for several reasons. Number one, Jeudy, you the one that fumbled that play last week versus the Raiders, and Shedeur didn't come at you.
Look at that. Look at that. That should have been a touchdown or close to it, very close to it for Shedeur. You out here doing the jig. How appropriate for you. Doing a little jig and fumble the ball.
You the one that had that 39-yard play. Should have been Shedeur's second, if not his biggest play of the day, had you made somebody miss. But instead, you start dancing in the open field, force fumble. Shedeur don't come at you yelling and whatnot. Now, I don't know the type of friendship or connection they have off the field, so maybe they both have a mutual level of respect. But on the field with the cameras on, Jeudy, now's not the time, and that sure as hell ain't the place. That's the rookie in his second start just trying to get right. You in that moment are not helping Shedeur Sanders get right. You in that moment are just adding more chaos to one of the most chaotic situations one can exist in, which is an NFL sideline in the midst of battle while you are losing. Why in the world does the rookie have more poise than the vet?
Before I tweet, why is Garbage Jeudy yelling at Shedeur about throwing him the ball? You decided not to go for that ball. We forget that you was frolicking with the fairies last week, gang. You lucky you got the ball in the first place. They say.
Did he say frolicking with the fairies? He did say frolicking with the fairies.
He's mad about this. The ball being overthrown. Gang, you don't even stretch out your body to catch the ball. You don't put your hands out. Trying. You jogging. You ain't even attempt to grab it. I know high schoolers that would have dove for that. Nigga, Google says that you're not even in the top 30, bruh. You a low-tier wide receiver disrespecting your QB because you don't want to go for it. Steven Smith was right about you. You average. You not even diving. You don't even attempt to get to the ball, bruh. And you over here snapping, yelling like you the main man to save the day. When Dylan Gabriel was throwing you 3-yard passes and interceptions, where was this crying? Where was all this snapping? You was nowhere to be found.
And that tells you everything you need to know about what type of dude he is. Y'all know what type of brother this is. Come on now.
Last week when you was playing with the Pixies, well, who fault was that? Go back to frolicking with the fairies.
Jeudy. I mean, what kind of fuck shit you on right now?
Another auntie.
Cause all that shit that you was doing, all on TV and all that shit there, going back and forth with Shedeur, like, come on, what kind of fuck shit you on? Bitch, you ain't even reach for that ball, bitch.
He did not reach for it at all and was jogging, was not running that route full speed at all. It was as if he didn't want to catch the ball.
I'm just trying to figure out what the fuck you got going on. Bitch, is you trying to embarrass somebody? Is you the ops right now? Cause baby, Travis Hunter would have caught that. I promise you that. Travis Hunter would when he got that ball.
Facts.
You feel me? But all that there that you doing, all that you doing, all in my dog Shedeur face, bitch, what time is you on?
For real.
Because right now, you definitely is the ops right now.
Here we go. Jerry Jeudy, step right up. This man was caught yelling at Shedeur on the sideline because he
looking like a fool. Looking like a straight up fool. All up in his face. And I tell you, boy, I was so glad when Shedeur stood up. Because I'm like, nah, what you ain't going to do is disrespect this man like that. Ugh.
couldn't haul in a pass that Jamar Chase, C.D. Lamb, Emeka Egbuka, hell, even your cousin's cousin would have snagged with one hand and kept running. The whole team played like trash yesterday, but you want to bark at the quarterback? You, the same bum who played hopscotch with a 60-yard dot last week.
Why does he sound like Olivia Pope's father from Scandal? The same bum.
Mr. Fumble, trying to be loud when he should be humble. Through 11 games with Flacco and Dylan Gabriel, you stacked a measly 400.
Yeah, look how tiny they made Dylan Gabriel in this cartoon, in this animation. Oh, my. I love it.
Yards and enough almosts to fill a scrapbook, and you never said a thing to them. But now you want to flex on Shedeur for throwing a pass elite receivers catch in their sleep. With technique, maybe you'd catch something if you didn't look like you're running in Crocs, tripping through roots like you're avoiding chalk. Now you're just another op on the block. There's a reason you lead the league in drops. There's a reason Denver let you walk. There's a reason you're never in your bag. Because you're really a jag. Just a guy.
Yes,
and
guy.
Trying to show up your QB doesn't make you fly. It just shows the whole world why. Here we go. Jerry Jeudy.
Running in the Crocs is hilarious.
And Jerry Jeudy, all I got to say is you can go ahead and sit the fuck down. Real shit, like we not watching Browns games to see you at all. Only reason I even check the score of a Browns game is to see what the fuck Shedeur doing. That's about it. Nobody's fucking checking for you. Especially considering the fact that we all know that you're an agent of destruction for Kevin Stefanski. We all know you on his side. We picked up on that shit last week. Shedeur throwing absolute steamers out there, 40-yard steamers out there, and what you do, you get to playing hopscotch and shit and fumble that motherfucker. Man, get on somewhere. Now this week you all up in Shedeur face pointing at the iPad, clapping and shit like you Justin Jefferson. Get the fuck on somewhere. Only person that got the right to have that reaction to anything from his quarterback is Justin Jefferson. They got that man playing with motherfuckers who should be working fast food. But you can take all that attitude and sit down somewhere. Real shit, we ain't trying to see it from you. Especially because we know you working with Kevin Stefanski to sabotage Shedeur. Because all them weeks that Dylan Gabriel was sitting at that quarterback position throwing them ham sandwiches at y'all last, you ain't say shit to him. You ain't do none of that extra shit on the sideline to him. Now all of a sudden at this Shedeur, you all up in his face doing all that extra shit. Boy, go on somewhere. Real shit. Steve Smith was right about you and you not good enough to have that fucking attitude on you. Get the fuck on somewhere. Real shit.
I love when Shedeur stood up, when he was all over him doing all of that. Because in the beginning, Shedeur was trying to talk to him normal. You could tell, just having a normal conversation, debate, whatever they were debating for as what happened in the play on the iPad. And he up there started clapping his hand over this man and talking all wild and crazy and shit. I was so glad when Shedeur stood up. I was like, yeah, stand up on him. Stand up on him. Let him know. Let him know.
Jerry Jeudy got his bobble-headed ass on the sideline clapping and talking to Shedeur like he doesn't lead the fucking league in drop. Jerry Jeudy should be sitting on the sideline with his hands clasped, shutting the fuck up.
Facts.
Who are you
Facts.
to be clapping and yelling at someone? You, of all people, that was doing the fucking Cupid shuffle in the middle of the game and got the fucking ball stripped last game. Who are you to be clapping and fussing at anyone?
Anybody.
You, supposedly the number one receiver on the team, is the worst receiver on the team. You're supposed to be the vet that all the other receivers are learning from, and you can't even catch the goddamn ball. I didn't see you clapping and hollering at Dylan Gabriel, old dump off Dylan over there, or old wiggly arm Joe, but you want to clap at Shedeur. That tells me the climate of the leadership surrounding that team, where he thinks he can do that to Shedeur, and he didn't do it to any other quarterback on the fucking team. Bro, if you...
Now, let me tell you something. That is a good point right there. He didn't do that to anybody else, and especially, even if we put Flacco out of it, let's talk about Dylan Gabriel. As much as Dylan Gabriel was throwing those balls in the grass over people's heads and everything else that you could imagine, that's like, no, bro, you should not be here. He never stepped to him, not once. But he felt like he could do that to Shedeur because he knows how they feel about Shedeur, just like all the rest of us know how they feel. When I say all the rest of us, okay, I'm talking about us who are not blind, us who can see how Shedeur was treated, us who can see that Shedeur has been sabotaged from the draft all the way through to now. The way Stefanski would not even say his name, the way he was being treated, the way he was throwing the trash cans, the way he got no reps at all with the first team and was thrown in with the Ravens. I mean, it's on and on and on. So Jeudy, of course, he felt like he could go as Sanders like that, because who is Sanders to this organization?
Jerry, I like to play hopscotch at the 32-yard line with the fucking football. Jeudy, to the front of the fucking classroom right now. Right now. I see you on the sideline clapping at Shedeur like he's not the one playing his ass off this whole entire fucking game. Why didn't you clap at yourself when you decided to do double dutch in a fucking professional football game? Were you clapping at the sideline trying to show somebody up there you're a vet, nigga, and you sitting up here yelling at this young dude that's trying to learn a playbook that he's only had access to for 2 weeks?
2 weeks.
2 weeks. A week and a half. You trying to pretend like you, gang, if you're a vet, you're going to coach that man. You're not going to try to show him up and yell at him on the sideline like you the fucking coach. You a grown-ass NFL receiver, been in the league for 6 years. You still can't catch 50-50 balls.
Facts.
You was doing that. Do you got this same energy with Dylan Gabriel?
Nope. He is a bum for this whole thing. He didn't do any of this with Dylan Gabriel. None of this with Dylan Gabriel. But now he's on the sideline doing this to Shedeur. Why? Why? I've already said the reasons. I think he is an op. I think he is one of those type of brothers, you know, like this. I think he's jealous. I think he wanted some of that spotlight for himself. I think he thinks he's far better than what he actually is. How do you lead the league in drops? Lead the league in drops. And you're doing all of this right here with Shedeur Sanders. Okay.
We ain't doing this. We not doing this, Jeudy. Hey, Jeudy. We not gonna do this, dog. Hey, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. We ain't doing this. What you mad about, an overthrow? That's damn sure when the overthrow you want to run it. Run faster, dog. Not respecting it, dog. I'm not respecting it. Even if it was an overthrow, dog, you don't talk to your quarterback like that, dog. Y'all get on the same page, dog. But look at this, man. I'm not going for this, dog. That ball look catchable. Run a little faster or die before I put your body on the line. I'm not hearing it. I'm not hearing it. I'm not hearing it, dog. Look at this, man. Clearly looks like an overthrow. Yes. Okay, the wind was out there blowing, dog. Obviously, the ball gonna be just a little overthrown, dog. I don't know if you want to mess with stats or what, but I know this you. I know this you, Jeudy, the same person that make mistakes as well. So what are you getting mad over an overthrow and making a whole scene over a damn overthrow?
Steve Smith was spot on about Jerry Jeudy's shitty attitude years ago.
The word that I've used to describe him in the past was a jag, just a guy. When I saw him, he's playing well. I wanted to say to him face to face, like, hey, I know I said some things in the past I probably shouldn't have, and I'm sorry. That's what I wanted to say to him. His response, Mike Robb, was ninja.
Ninja.
Yes, I'm using the word ninja. I'm just using the word ninja. I don't mess with you. And it was a curse word. And so I was like, all right. And then he repeated it. So I'll say it again. I'm sorry that I said you were a jag, just a guy who's an average wide receiver that you use a first round pick on that isn't doing anything. I hope today that you actually show up in a way that you haven't showed up in the last couple years since they drafted you. So if you ever got a problem with Agent 89, I'm sorry for saying that you're an average wide receiver that they eventually will move on. And when teams call me and asking, should they trade for you? I will say no, don't trade for Jerry Jeudy because he's mentally unable to handle constructive criticism from people who watch specifically, can he be a wide receiver? He can be a wide receiver. He's a tier 3.
Steve Smith
was spot on. When they were talking about Steve Smith, I wasn't even aware of this happening because, again, I'm not following Jeudy. I'm not a Broncos fan. I didn't really care about him. I only really know as much as I know about him now because of the obvious. Okay, he's over there with Shedeur. But I didn't know about this clip, but I heard so many people reference Steve Smith. And at first I thought, are they talking about Stephen A. Smith? Because it was weird for them to call him Steve Smith. But when I first saw this clip, I said, man, this dude was spot on because he is a tier 3 wide receiver at best. So don't think, we're just like, oh, we're trashing his ability just because of what happened with Shedeur. No, we're talking about how low and how disgraceful that was, especially knowing everything that Shedeur is going through right now. It was one overthrown ball, maybe, and then considering everything you're doing to screw up and the fumble you had on the pass he gave you in the last game, shut the up. And then on top of that, you were sucking with the Broncos, but we'll get to that.
Is this thing on? Yeah, it's time to talk about it. I know a lot of people are putting a bunch of attention on the Jerry Jeudy, Shedeur Sanders little bicker on the sideline. I don't even understand why people are even giving that attention. We already know what Jerry Jeudy is. He fooled us into thinking he was a number 1 receiver. He's actually trash. He's showing us exactly who Steve Smith said he was. Honestly, I think he started arguing with Shedeur just so he can get some screen time because he's tired of everything being on Shedeur. But this is the same dude who stopped running on routes last week against the Raiders and has looked just as bad against the 49ers. He mad because one pass got overthrown. One pass, big fucking deal. What about that 39-yard fumble that you gave up? Not to mention you leading the league in drops. You have no right to argue about shit. 3 quarterbacks and you can't catch none of their passes? You ain't no 1 or 2. You a 3 at best.
All facts. And when I said we were going to talk about Jerry Jeudy and his ability, Jerry Jeudy was playing with the Broncos. The Broncos took him in the first round of the draft, and then he was later traded to the Cleveland Browns. And so let me do a little homework on Jerry Jeudy and see what he was looking like when he was playing for the Broncos. And so I found this footage. So let's take a look.
Hasn't been able to get on the same page. A couple easy drops, ball not always in the best location.
Now this is Jerry Jeudy when he was with the Broncos now, okay?
Tough day at the end. There's really nothing you can say about this.
3rd down and 3. And it's dropped. Jerry Jeudy.
Chris Jackson, the rookie from Marshall, he's getting indoctrinated very quickly as to why Jerry Jeudy is a former Biletnikoff Award winner. That release off the line of scrimmage was just sick.
Hell, maybe he isn't gambling. Maybe he's just trash. Or maybe they need to go back and see if he was gambling back when he was playing for the Broncos as well, if gambling is a part of why he's looking like this. Okay. I know I think they say he had 1 good year, maybe with the Broncos. I think he was thought of course, as a really good player. I think he played for Alabama in college. Of course, if he, went that high in the draft, I'm sure he was doing something to go that high in the draft. But you see this, right? You see it, right?
Jackson didn't know where he had gone.
Work hard on rehab.
Still on the 53-man roster for now. Off the play fake. Jerry Jeudy, 2nd drop of the night. Von Miller is so much more than just a pass rusher on the field. He is the leader on
1st down block with time now over the middle, and it is incomplete. Pass intended for the rookie Jerry. A minute 20 to play in the 3rd. Here comes the blitz. got rid of it, incomplete off the receiver, Jerry Jeudy.
And looking at it all the way in. Not every throw is going to be perfect. You've got to be at
their own 39-yard line. Driscoll to
yeah, you got to be able to haul that in, Jerry. You got to be able to haul that in.
throw. Stepping up, throwing deep, and incomplete. Defended well by Mike Hilton.
I'm surprised Jeudy didn't make more of a play on that ball. I don't know if the sun was in his eyes or what, but
surprised he didn't make more of a play for that ball. Now, would that commentator's comment apply to what we've been seeing this season? Would that apply to what we've seen from him that is really at the root of him leading the list for drops in the NFL this season?
Get a chance.
Third down and 7 for one. Blocked by Bowles again to the end zone and incomplete. The pass intended for Jeudy. And the coverage.
Well, once again, you can see the back and forth. They each have hands on each other going for the ball. Jeudy, that's very similar to the...
Now the Atlanta 25. Lock under pressure, going to throw it to the sideline corner. It is incomplete.
Well, it's a good decision. Lock knows that he's short. You see the blitz right up the middle from Deion Jones, and they struggle for dinner.
Lock throwing. And off.
So you see why the Broncos got rid of him, right? We don't even have to watch any more of this footage. This is a footage from 2020, the 2020 NFL season. Okay, a 3-minute video of all of his drops. Okay, all of his drops in the 2020 season. That's 5 years ago. You're still dropping like that today, this year. Okay, so the audacity again, the audacity for you to step to Shedeur Sanders. You out your mind. You are out of your mind. So all I'm going to say is I still stand with Shedeur Sanders. I am still rooting for Shedeur Sanders. I, a lover of sports, of football, I see the things where Shedeur can get better. I see the things that he's doing well. Shedeur is looking like a rookie, but not a 5th-round pick rookie. No matter how much some people want to try to make it look like he is looking like that, he's not. He's not. And when you look at what he has around him, including their number 1 wide receiver, Jeudy, I see why Shedeur was throwing in the other game to some of his rookie wide receivers. I see why. So we're going to stand with Shedeur over here. There will be no Shedeur slander over here. No matter how many people tell us that we are delusional, that Shedeur's fans are a cult. I heard somebody on the Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show say that Shedeur's fans were a cult, while not appreciating that what we are fighting against for this young man is against the biggest cult that ever was, that we have been fighting against for centuries. Go on somewhere now. We stand with Shedeur.